Hello, friends. Today's topic is more people on the burner fired. Let's rant.
Okay, quick little story time for y'all. Y'all, oh my God, why did I get fired? Y'all, so it's not due to like any performance issues or anything. I literally got fired because I was a probationary federal employee. There was no warning or anything. It was effective immediately. I don't get any pay or anything. So yeah, that's pretty devastating. So shout out to y'all, President Trump. Of course, he's trying to downsize the entire federal workforce. But anyways, this is bittersweet. I love spending time with my kids, but at the same time, I love my job as well. It was the most laid back job, really the most I ever made in my career. I just graduated with my master's degree, and it was just paying off. So yeah, that was suddenly taken away from me. But anyways, I decided that I would be a full-time content creator now. So you can see a piece of my life as a full-time mom of a special needs child. I'm setting up this play area for him. He does have a sensory room upstairs, but since I'll mostly be working from my room, I thought this would be a great idea to keep him busy downstairs. So I am going to do a part two of this video, so stay tuned. I will keep y'all updated and let y'all see everything about my life.
Excuse my hair, but let me tell y'all last why I don't fuck with ally and why they can count their motherfucking days. So I got fired from my job after 2 years on what's today, Sunday? On Friday, y'all. And I ain't even gonna lie, it was my fault, but I don't get no fuck because they ass is nosy and messy. So I was on my way to work Friday morning, y'all, and I was running late because it was traffic. Like, it was a whole bunch of shit going on the expressway. So I was running late. So for some reason, something just told me to check my schedule, y'all, because I'm going to the right way concert on Monday, and I usually work on Monday. So I asked my supervisor, like, can I work on Saturday instead of Monday so I can have Monday off, to go to the concert or whatever. Well, she's like, okay, I'm going to ask the person to see if y'all can switch days instead of the other. So I'm like, okay, cool. So Friday morning, something just told me to check my schedule. I'm like, let me see if she switched my day so I can work on Saturday instead of Monday. So I look at my schedule and it was nothing there. Like, not even the day I was scheduled that Friday. Like, it was no days at all. I'm like, damn, I said take me off the schedule for Monday, bitch, not forever. What the fuck? So me not thinking that of it, cause the site be tweaking sometimes. So I text my supervisor, and I was like, hey, like I'm running late or whatever. And I'm like, and did you mean to take me off the entire schedule? So it had been like 10 minutes. I was still stuck. Like, I was still gonna be late as hell to work. Like, damn near an hour late. So she ain't text back. So I text her supervisor, which is this black man. My supervisor is Mexican. I text this black man, which is her supervisor, and I'm like the same thing I said to her. Like, yeah, I already texted her, but yada yada yada. So he ain't say shit either. So I'm like, okay. So then 10 minutes later, she had ended up texting me like, hey, you're not scheduled for today. Then she called me. And she like, yeah, you're not scheduled for today. Like, does it say it on the schedule? I'm like, no, but I'm always supposed to work on Fridays. She like, yeah, well, you're not on the schedule for today. And actually, me and her boss name, and she was like, we need you to come in at 12 to have a little meeting or whatever. So I'm like, oh, shit. I know how this shit be going. You call me fucking first of all, you take me off the schedule and you call me in the office for a meeting. I already know I'm getting fired. So in my mind, I'm trying to think back to what the fuck I did to get fired, because what the fuck? So I tell her, like, okay, cool. I go home, whatever, because it was still like 8 something. I go home, and as soon as I get home, I get the plan for job, because I already knew my shit is took. Like, I already fucking know. So I get the plan for jobs, and I end up going up there at 12, whatever. As soon as I get there, and they call me into the room, it was no smiles, no nothing. I'm like, yeah, I'm fired. Ain't nobody crack a smile. They was like, Miss Munn, you can come in here. And I'm like, yeah, I'm getting fucking fired, y'all. So my supervisor, which is this Mexican lady, and then her supervisor, which is this black man, they both in there. They like, do you know why you here? I'm like, no, because I genuinely didn't know why I was there. Like, I had a feeling why, but at the same time, I didn't know. So I'm like, no, I don't. They like, so where were you supposed to be scheduled at on Monday? Man, y'all, Monday was a holiday, Veterans Day. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I did go to work on Monday, but I ended up leaving early as hell. Like, I left early, like, so. But I didn't know that they knew that because nobody was there. Like, it was a holiday, so nobody was there but me. So I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know they knew that shit. So as soon as they said it, I'm like, damn, they didn't fucking call me. So I tell them where I was, whatever. Like, I'm like, I came to work. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, I came to work. They like, yeah, so whatever. What time was you supposed to? No, they was like, what time were you supposed to clock out? Man, y'all, I never clock out of work because I just don't. So I'm like, I didn't clock out at all, actually. I'm like, but I'm supposed to clock out at 8. Like, at this point, I know that y'all know I left, so don't be asking me questions like, was I supposed to be here? What am I supposed to do? Like, y'all, I know y'all know, so just get to the fucking point. Don't sit here and try to play these guessing games with me. I know where I was supposed to be, and I know I left early, so get to the fucking point. So, y'all, I worked for a Chase, so they was like, yeah, the one of the Chase members reported you leaving early, whatever, and yada, yada, yada. So, that's why you're here. So I mean, I wasn't finna sit there and lie and say that that's not true because they have cameras. So I'm like, okay, like all I said was okay. So then, my supervisor was like, yeah, my supervisor, the black man was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't believe him because like I never had no problem with you. I never get no complaints about you. Like you a good worker type shit. I'm like, yeah, true. So he was like, why do you leave early? I'm like, cause it was cold. Like I didn't have shit to say because I know I did it. So like, and I'm not the type to beg for my job. So I'm just like. Not even beg for it. I'm not type to beg for shit. I won't even beg for my life. I ain't gonna lie to you. So I'm like, I was cold. Like, I didn't really have shit to say. You didn't really see no sympathy in me because I knew I was gonna get fired and and now I know what I did. So, like, ain't shit for me to say. So he like, yeah, he was finna say, so he was like, and due to that, he was finna say you have to be terminated. Then he like, actually, hold on. So he went in the hallway with my supervisor, the Mexican lady, and I heard them whispering and shit. And he was basically whispering to her like, you know, because they asked me what time did I leave, y'all. I already left at 11 o'clock, but I told them I left at 3. So they was in the hallway whispering, and he was like, well, since she left at 3, something. Like, basically, he was going to give me one more chance. Like, after that, I probably going to get fired if I do something else, but I was going to have, like, one more chance. So he said that. This bitch gonna say, my supervisor, the Mexican bitch, she gonna say, the camera said she left at 11 o'clock. His ass say, well, that's a wrap then. When I tell y'all I want to smack the shit out of this bitch, who asked you that? Like, bitch, who asked you that? Shut the fuck up. So they come back in the room or whatever, and so they both walk back in the room, and they both was like, so what time did you say that you left again? And since I already heard that conversation, I'm like, I changed my story. I'm like, well, I was still downtown till 3, but I'm like, I won't even lie. I left the actual bank early. Like, I don't remember what time, but it was early. So my supervisor, the black man, was like, well, I thought you said that you left the bank at 3. He was like, yeah, you left way earlier than that. So due to that, I'm going to have to terminate you. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I was so shitty. Like, I ain't gonna lie, my heart dropped, and I was looking dumb as hell. But I ain't had shit else to say, so I'm just like, okay. And y'all, whole time when he was like, when they came back in the room after they went to go talk in the hallway, my supervisor, the Mexican lady, she was smiling the whole time. I don't know what I did to this little taco eating bitch to make her, like, I don't even know, but she was smiling from when they came back from that hallway until I literally left out that room. Like, she was just smiling. She had me signing papers. She's like, do you want to copy papers? Bitch, why do I want to copy some papers saying I got fired? What the fuck do I want that for? Like, stop playing with me. And y'all, I was just so blue after that, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I done been this job for 2 years, and I know it was my fault, but it was my fault, but I would never get fired if it wasn't for that Mexican bitch. So she better not ever let me catch her ass. I ain't gonna lie to you.
How many people here who is watching have 2 jobs? How is life treating you so far? Comment down below. Until next video, bye.